Bison, Elena, Terry, and Mai. These are the characters that are set to come to Street Fighter 6 in year 2. Now, there are some people that are happy about these characters.
I am uniquely, like hyped probably for this pass compared to most people.
And then there's some that are not so happy.
Why? Why? Why?
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of on the latter side. Now, I'm not angry to the degree where I'm shouting and screaming about why this pass is trash, but I do have my disappointment with the pass. So in this video, I'll be giving my extended thoughts on the Season 2 pass and why I'm disappointed in it. One of my main issues with this pass and why I feel like it's a disappointment is the fact that we only have 4 characters once again coming to this season. And out of those 4 characters, there's 2 guest characters and 2 Street Fighter characters. Now, I felt that they should have bumped up the roster to more characters. So maybe 5 or 6, and then you could have had 3 Street Fighter characters or 4 Street Fighter characters, and then you add those 2 guest characters, and I felt it would have hit a bit different as opposed to just having half and half, because I just feel like it's a weird split. And not only that, I am not a big fan of the timeline of these characters, considering that the timeline is similar to what we had for year 1. And so with that, the characters that we were clamoring for, such as a Makoto, such as a Sakura, such as a C Viper, and heck, in my case, such as a Buki, we have to wait a whole nother year just to even maybe fathom getting some of these characters, as opposed to just having these characters right up in front. And that right there to me is possibly one of the biggest disappointments about this pass. Now, another issue that I have about this character pass is the fact that I just really don't vibe with a lot of the choices that they chose for this pass. For starters, Bison, I don't know why this character is in the game. Now, don't get me wrong, we had this gameplay trailer and there was some cool stuff with the character, and I do like how they reimagined him in this game. But the biggest issue that I have specifically with Bison being in the game is the fact that it single-handedly undermines the story of the game, and it doesn't give us any forward progression within the story, because you bring back the dude that's supposed to be dead and his organization is supposed to be disbanded, because this game takes place after Third Strike. Not only does it screw with the timeline of the story, it also messes with characters' growth and their story as well. Chun-Li is a big example, because her whole story was based around her trying to get revenge on Bison, and now you see her have her own student and have her own dojo, and she's moved past that being a cop, and Bison was tied to that. You also had Guile, whose story was tied to Bison because of Nash, and then poor Nash, man, he sacrificed himself twice and it didn't even matter. And then you also have another character, that story who's tied to Bison, that I play in Jury, who after Bison died, she actually kind of got fleshed out a bit more in this game, because you got to see more of her backstory, and you also got to see her kind of soften up and open up a bit and kind of make some friends with Cammy and Chun-Li. And so with you bringing that character back into the game, it single-handedly destroys the growth of those characters, and I'm just not with it, with them continuously to recycle this character, especially when we should be moving past him. Now, Elena, do I even have to talk about Elena? I mean, just play the tape.
This fireball game, but he knows he has to mix it up just a little bit. Going for the healing, noticing it cannot be canceled once she reaches into that sort of celebratory final animation. Another ultra. Now, here comes Faber Beam. Peel it away again with the healing. Yes, here it comes. It's Iris. 1 second. Oh my God.
This was the character that you chose to be the first Street Fighter 3 character? Just even thinking about the fact that this character is going to be the game is already infuriating me. Finally, let's talk about the guest character. Now, I know some people do not like the fact that Mai and Terry are in the game. I'm on the fence, where I very happy that we get our first official crossover in terms of a different company being represented in Street Fighter. Now, we've had other crossovers with Street Fighter, such as Final Fight and Rival Schools with the Caribbean at 5. For Capcom to take that step and actually have guest characters, I feel like that is pretty cool. I know some people do not like the fact that My and Terry keep being recycled over and over again for these type of crossovers, because they're pretty much in everything. Anytime you have a crossover with SNK, they either throw in My and Terry, and on that settlement I can kind of agree, but I won't fully agree with the fact that I don't think they should be in the game, period. A direction that I think Capcom could have went, that I think would have been super cool, especially with the SNK characters, where instead of having Maya Terry, maybe they have a Rock Howard, or even my personal favorite, an Idori. If they would have had one of those two characters in the game, even with Elena and Bison being in the past, I would have said the past is goated, because then you had characters that kind of appealed to me that I'd been like, oh, maybe I would like want to play. Those are my thoughts on this past, guys. I'm not the most angry, because I know some people are super angry about this. I'm not looking forward to waiting a whole nother year, and it's just sad. I respect Capcom for what they tried to do for this, but for me personally, it's just not hitting. What are your thoughts? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know down below in the comment section, and we can continue the conversation down below. If you enjoy these type of videos, guys, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel, because we're on our way to 5K and I want you guys to be a part of the journey. Until then, guys, I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.